Bet. All right. So this is third time doing this. This is probably our third time doing this. Um, I got a very special guest with me with the group today. My dad. You know what I'm saying? You've seen his face before. You're probably gonna see it plenty more times. But we are here with our Freelay draft spectacular, whatever that we call it. And we here to talk about the draft and how the season went and all our disappointments because none of our teams won the Super Bowl. So let's give a real brief introduction. Pops, go ahead and tell everybody a little something about you that they don't know.
I'm sure they know everything. You tell them everything, but
I'll tell
Derek
everything.
Wallace,
I'll tell them everything.
also known as Roscoe No E,
Yup.
however you like that flow. Speaking of the Broncos, I got an AAU player that I coach that is in the Bronco backfield, Jaleel McLaughlin,
Really?
number 38. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Sir.
I'm with you on the Broncos just a little bit. So I was a 49er fan until they fired my high school classmate Steve Wilkes, so they can go to hell
Wait,
from
wait,
here
wait,
on
wait,
out.
wait, 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 wait. Now, wait. Hold on, wait.
Starting off hot,
Wait,
baby.
hold
Woo!
on.
Hold on, Grease.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. All right, Belk, go ahead.
Look, man. It's your boy Isaiah. Zay Swole, if you know me on the ground. Look, Broncos. I got too much to say right now. All right.
All right, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, brother. Tkilla, go ahead and rock out.
Yeah, man. It's the real deal Patriots fan in here, man. Best organization in football. Know what we do. Had a little bumps in the road.
There you go.
We getting back. Boo!
Boo! Who that
Boo!
bad?
Hold on, man.
Oh,
Boo!
we literally just got started with the introductions. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience, sir.
Oh.
All right, my name is Kinson Bridgers, you know what I'm saying? Big Ravens fan, you know what I'm saying? Big flock, y'all know what's going on. Let's get to it.
Big choke. Big choke.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, now everybody got their introductions out the way. So we're gonna break this down. We're gonna talk about the season first. As a unit for our teams in particular. I'm gonna go last. We're gonna go Tkilla. We're gonna go Kinson, Belk, and you, and I'm gonna go last. So first, we want to talk about this. No, hold on. We're gonna talk about your overall feelings first. Break down how you felt after 17 rough games for everybody. Trust me.
So I'm going first.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't expect much going into the season, but boy, was I still disappointed. I did not expect us to be that bad. I thought we was going to win at least 7 games. But we're still running that 2010s offense with the worst quarterback than what we were running it with. So it didn't really move the ball anywhere, and we didn't have any talent on offense. So we were just a defensive team out there not scoring any points. But yeah, not really any good things. Well, other than the defense looked good, but that's about it.
6-0 is crazy. Go ahead, Kinson.
We just doing overall feelings of the season.
Yeah. We're gonna get a little bit farther into it, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think we had a great season. Hey, defense did their job literally every game. They came out, balled out every game. Offense, hey, y'all already know what's going on. Receivers and running backs getting hurt, skill positions getting hurt, and O-line not blocking. Well, I think we had a great season.
Now, hold on real quick before we get to Belk. Do you think that this season was a disappointment in any way?
Absolutely. There's no reason we shouldn't have won a Super Bowl this season. No reason after dominating the way we did. Simple as that.
Belk.
Man, where do I begin? Started off hot trash per usual. We ain't been nothing since 2016. 2016. We get, Russell Wilson. I'm thinking, this finally we got us a real quarterback. Because if I could, let me just list the last couple quarterbacks for the Denver Broncos, and let's see if anybody can remember where they are. What they've done recently. But pull this list up.
Uh-oh, it's gonna get bad.
I mean, for the most part, we had a hot streak during the season. I wasn't mad at it. Honestly, I feel like things were finally starting to click. I mean, we were literally at one point, I think on a 6 game win streak, almost 7. So like we were proving to people that we could play. Russell Wilson was putting it together. Sean Payton, I still don't know how I feel about him yet. I don't know if his time
Stinks.
I don't know if he's as good as people hype him up to be. He had Drew Brees. He had a Hall of Famer.
Overrated.
I mean, look, man. Since 2016 alone.
Hold on, before you say that, he's been living off a championship ring that he won when we was in middle school. I mean, elementary school.
Oh, absolutely. He hasn't won nothing since then. But look, as of 2016, we had Trevor Seaman, Brock Osweiler, Paxton Lynch, Case Keenum, Joe Flacco, Brandon Allen, Jeff Driscoll, Brett. Look, nobody worth a dang thing, all right? And then we finally get a quarterback. I'm like, this is the guy. We pay him a big old paycheck. He wets the bed. I mean, it wasn't nothing we wanted. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it didn't work out, but here we are, man. I saw some fight in us, but I think next year, hopefully, we figure out some things. Hopefully, the quarterback situation, and
Alexa, stop.
we do a lot better from there. That's all I got to say about our season.
All right, Pops, you gonna do the whole NFL or you gonna do the 49ers?
I'm going to just do the 49ers.
Okay.
Very, very, very disappointing season. A lot of times as fans, we root for teams not based on what we do in the regular season, but what we do in the playoffs. And similar to them Ravens, we get to a point where we can't get any further. Now, we did make it to the Super Bowl. And unfortunately, my thought was that we were not going to win. But they played well. They kept me seated. They kept me watching the game. And it was based on what the defense did, not what their offense did. You can't have that many weapons on offense and not win ball games or not win close games. You can't have the best running back in the league and not be able to finish and go to the passing game that's not working. That just don't make sense. So I'm very disappointed in the 49ers for the second time, because that's the second time we've gone to a Super Bowl and we've wet the bed trying to do something that we don't do on a regular basis, whether it's the run game or the passing game. I say this all the time, but I feel like I'm no longer a fan, because I guess I want to be a Panther fan, but they so garbage, it's just hard to flip that over. So
Right.
hopefully in due time they can flip it around. I could be a homer, and then I could be more comfortable instead of rooting somebody out on the West Coast, even though I've seen the 49ers play probably 10 times. But I'm just tired of it. There's just got to be a point where you can get it. And I'm sure, Kinson, when you think about the Ravens, there's got to be a point where you get past something. I don't know what it is, but you got to be able to. We can't hype you up all year long and then you wet the bed in the end. It just
Exactly.
It just don't work that way. So that's my take only on the 49ers. But I got some other trash I can talk a little bit.
Yeah. Don't worry. So as defending Super Bowl losers, you come out swinging. You know what I'm saying? We came out. Was it 10-1? I got my stats right here on the screen. We come out 10-1, and the exact moment that we lost everything was during the 49ers game. It was, what was it? It was 3-0, and we had just drove down the field and get to 3rd and 10 and throw the ball 3 straight times, kick the field goal. All right, that's a bad look for me. We go back and do the exact same thing because y'all didn't score. We go right down the field, and this play sticks with me, and I'm glad people have agreed with me on Reddit. Jalen Hurts dropped back from like the 10-yard line. Why he's dropping back from the 10-yard line, I don't know. He's dropping back, and he dropped back like 10 yards. No one is open because you have receivers running in the same direction. They like this to each other, and they on the same team. Jalen Hurts got sacked because he tried to spin out and run around. And I was like, we about to lose this game. And this is exactly why. We can't score field goals versus them, because they put up 42 points. So we're leaving points on the board. And that was the start of the end, because I realized that The defense was hot garbage. And this was the game that the offense really showed who they were. Because all year long, while yes, there were games we put up 30, we never really saw the offense function from 15, what it said 15 minutes on the clock in the first quarter to it says 0 on the fourth. We never saw that all the way through on either side of the ball. James Bradbury looked like me trying to guard DK Metcalf. Okay? It don't look good, right? Jalen Hurts out there trying to throw the ball to receivers who are literally designed to run right next to each other, which still blows my mind that this team has not sat Jalen Hurts down, said you might not throw the ball 10 times a day. You might not. And that's just how it's going to be. So I'm disappointed on literally every facet of coaching. I ain't mad at the players other than James Bradbury. Outside of James Bradbury, everybody did what they were supposed to do. They just got put in really horrible positions, and the linebacker group. But they got put in some of the worst positions possible. If I ever start a game and Hassan Reddick drop into coverage, I will no longer be an Eagles fan ever again. I swear on everything, seeing versus the Giants, he ain't done that all year long. You start the game dropping him in coverage. Who asked Hassan Reddick, someone who averaged 15, 16 sacks a year, to drop in coverage? Who thought that was a great idea? And that's why Matt Patricia ain't got no job. But I'm done with the season. It never happened. This don't exist in my mind. It's just a dark cloud, deep, deep, deep repressed.